Peter Parker wakes up from a nightmare. He has been having the same horrible dream every night. Peter is exhausted and doesn't know how to handle his life anymore. Nothing makes sense, except the fact that he can use his black suit. It seems that Peter has continued using his black symbiote suit. He isn't talking to Aunt May, he has quit school, and he basically has a love triangle going on with Mary Jane and Felicia Hardy, the black cat. Peter dons his black symbiote suit and goes swinging during the night. The only thing that still makes sense to him is the suit and fighting crime as Spider-Man. The suit gives him so much power, and he can use it in various ways. Still, for some reason, he feels incredibly tired, almost like he never sleeps at all. As Spider-Man, he hunts down criminals. He finds a robber trying to attack an old lady. Using the black suit, Spider-Man attacks the robber with much more aggression and strength. The robber is terrified and thinks Spider-Man is going to kill him. Later in the night, Peter once again has a horrible nightmare. This time, he wakes up so suddenly that he accidentally hits Mary Jane. The two talk about Peter and how he has been acting lately. Mary Jane thinks the black suit is changing Peter for the worse. Peter refuses to get rid of it. As Spider-Man, he goes out once more during the night. Now he starts hearing a strange voice in his head and doesn't know who it is. Soon after, he fights the crazed Hobgoblin. Spider-Man is so strong that he beats Hobgoblin easily and even almost kills him. After that battle, Peter goes to visit Reed Richards and the other members of the Fantastic Four. Reed discovers that the suit is an alien life form. It's alive, and it wants to take over Peter's body. Peter doesn't believe him and swings away. He goes to visit Aunt May, but they are attacked by Hobgoblin again. Aunt May is presumed killed in the fire. Peter loses control of the symbiote. He is now totally consumed and decides to brutally murder Hobgoblin. Kingpin finds out that Spider-Man has killed someone and becomes very interested. He hires killers to take down Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson is furious that Spider-Man has become a murderer and wants to publicly shame him.
I want Spider-Man!
Meanwhile, Peter is now fully consumed by the black suit. He talks to the suit, trying to decide whether he feels guilty for killing Hobgoblin. The suit tells him to accept his new life. Soon after, Spider-Man crashes into the Daily Bugle and breaks both arms of Jameson. Peter is now fully deformed, looking like a slightly different version of Venom. He promises to kill Jameson if he continues writing bad articles about him. Spider-Man is then attacked by both Shocker and Scorpion, hired by Kingpin to take him down. With the black suit, Spider-Man is too powerful. He brutally beats Scorpion and cuts off Shocker's hands before murdering him. Later, Spider-Man confronts Kingpin and shows him the dead bodies of Shocker and Scorpion. Kingpin reveals that he knows Spider-Man is really Peter Parker. Spider-Man immediately kills Kingpin without mercy. Soon, many other villains are killed. It becomes obvious that Peter is eliminating anyone who stands in his way. Reed continues researching the symbiote and becomes certain that the alien will completely take over Peter soon. When MJ returns home, she finds Peter floating in the air in his black suit with black webs all around the apartment. Peter now spends more time in the suit than in his human form. The symbiote wants Peter to forget his humanity and become something darker. Doc Ock forms a team to kill Spider-Man, organized by Jameson, who now believes Spider-Man is far too dangerous. Eddie Brock arrives and attacks Doc Ock, wanting personal revenge on Spider-Man. Eddie takes Ock's tentacles and joins the hunt. Spider-Man is now attacked by a group of supervillains led by Jameson in a giant robot suit and Eddie Brock using Ock's mechanical arms. The battle is brutal. Spider-Man, now a full monster, hunts the villains through a forest and kills almost all of them except Kraven and Jameson. Jameson uses his giant robot to create an electric explosion that separates Peter from the symbiote. Peter is finally free. Jameson saves him, understanding that Peter was being controlled. Peter begins to recover, though he still senses the symbiote nearby, wanting to consume him. Meanwhile, the alien symbiote enters the Baxter building and takes control of the thing, then bonds with Reed Richards. Now fully powered, the symbiote plans to rule the world and turn everyone into symbiote creatures. Peter tries to recover. He wants to save his friends and make things right. He feels guilty for killing so many villains. After a long time, he puts on the real Spider-Man costume. The Baxter building is taken over by the alien symbiote. The Avengers gather to plan how to stop it. Peter arrives and talks with them. Johnny Storm blames Peter for everything, but Peter promises to set things right. Peter enters the building, followed by Mary Jane and Johnny Storm. They need to stop the symbiote before it completes its plan. Peter believes he can talk to the symbiote and stop it. He wants to save Reed Richards. The symbiote, now fully powered with Reed's abilities, is extremely strong. Meanwhile, Sue fights off the other Avengers, who have been taken over. They try to kill her. Peter is terrified that Mary Jane could die in the chaos. He finally reaches the symbiote. Exhausted, weakened, but determined, he confronts it. He promises to give himself over if it releases Reed. The symbiote leaves Reed, but kills him first. Peter screams in horror as Reed falls out of the building dead. Sue is heartbroken, but she continues fighting. Peter tries to escape from the symbiote, but it begins taking him over again. As it consumes him, it realizes something is wrong. Peter and Johnny had switched places using a device to mask their appearances. The symbiote has actually been trying to consume Johnny Storm. Johnny ignites his powers and burns the entire symbiote, finally killing it. Peter and Mary Jane hug as the war ends and the nightmares stop. Soon after, Peter surrenders himself, wanting to answer for his crimes. The Avengers arrive and explain that the symbiote had taken control of their bodies as well. Matt Murdock helps defend Peter, allowing him to return to his duty as Spider-Man. Later, Sue Storm arrives and asks Peter to join the Fantastic Four as a core member. It is also revealed that Kingpin is alive and wants revenge, and he has a piece of the alien symbiote for his next plan. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.